Dear listeners, welcome to my channel Langlit Light. Today I shall talk about a beautiful poem by R.N. Tagore. The title of the poem is Where the Mind is Without Fear. In the present presentation, first of all, I shall recite the poem. After that, the poet will be introduced in English and in Hindi. In the last part of the presentation, I shall put up the summary of the poem. Okay? Now I am going to recite the poem. Where the mind is without fear and head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls, where words come out from the depth of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habit, where the mind is led forward by thee into ever widening thought and action, into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake. Dear listeners, to understand this fantastic poem, it's very essential to know about R.N. Tagore in short. Rabindranath Tagore was born in 1861 in Calcutta and left this material world in 1941. He is popularly known as Gurudev, Kavi Guru and Vishwa Kavi. He is a great Bengali poet, playwright, novelist, short story writer, essayist, educationist, music composer and painter. He received the Nobel Prize for Literature for his Gitanjali, a collection of poems in 1913. His Gitanjali is a collection of 103 short devotional songs. As we know that our national anthem, Jana Gana Man, has been composed by him. Tagore's poetic collections, The Gardener, The Crescent Moon, Fruit Gathering, Stray Birds, Lover's Gift and Crossing, and The Fugitive and other poems are very popular. His plays Chitra, The Post Office, and Sacrifice and other plays are also appreciated in the entire world. His novels, The Home and the World, Gora, and The Rake are very popular. His collection of short stories, Hungry Stones, and autobiography, Reminiscences, are appreciated at home as well as abroad. Tagore's fecundity and vitality were amazing. Next only to Mahatma Gandhi and Sri Aurobindo, Tagore has been the supreme inspiration to millions in modern India. रविन्द्रनाथ टैगोर को गुरुदेव, कवि गुरु और विश्व कवि के नाम से जाना जाता है। वे एक महान बंगाली कवि, नाटककार, उपन्यासकार, लघु कथाकार, निबंधकार, शिक्षाविद, संगीतकार और चित्रकार थे। उन्हें 1913 ईस्वी में उनकी गीतांजलि के लिए साहित्य का नोबेल पुरस्कार प्राप्त हुआ था। उनकी गीतांजलि 103 छोटे छोटे भक्ति गीतों का संग्रह है। हमारा राष्ट्रगान जन गण मन उन्हीं के द्वारा रचित है। टैगोर के काव्य संग्रह, उनके नाटक, उपन्यास, लघु कथाओं का संग्रह और आत्मकथा देश के साथ साथ विदेशों में भी सराहे जाते हैं। टैगोर बहुमुखी प्रतिभा के धनी थे। उनकी उर्वरता और जीवटता अद्भुत थी। टैगोर आधुनिक भारत में लाखों लोगों के लिए सर्वोच्च प्रेरणा के स्रोत रहे हैं। Now here is the summary of Where the Mind is Without Fear. Where the Mind is Without Fear is a beautiful poem by R.N. Tagore. This poem is a prayer to God. It is a fantastic lyric taken from Gitanjali. This lyric is replete with patriotism and nationalism. Here, the poet ardently longs for freedom, truthfulness, and reason. In this poem, the poet prays to God to awake his countrymen from the slumber. He again prays to God to make his countrymen bold, fearless, truthful, rational, God fearing, noble, and generous. Here, Tagore requests the Almighty to lift his country to a state where freedom could be enjoyed in the best way possible. For that, the poet expects to see some qualities in his countrymen. These qualities are fearlessness, dignity, knowledge, truthfulness, diligence, rationality, and broad-mindedness. These qualities are essential to enjoy the freedom. श्रोताओं, वेयर द माइंड इज विदाउट फियर रविन्द्रनाथ टैगोर की एक खूबसूरत रचना है। यह कविता ईश्वर से एक प्रार्थना है। यह रचना गीतांजलि नामक लोकप्रिय गीत संग्रह से ली गई है। यह एक शानदार गीत है। यह गीत देशभक्ति और राष्ट्रवाद से परिपूर्ण है। यहां कवि स्वतंत्रता, सत्यता और तर्क की प्रबल इच्छा रखता है। इस कविता में कवि ईश्वर से अपने देशवासियों को जागरूक करने की प्रार्थना करता है। वह पुनः ईश्वर से प्रार्थना करता है कि वह हमारे देशवासियों को निर्भीक, निडर, सच्चा, विवेकशील, नेक और उदार बनाए। यहां टैगोर सर्वशक्तिमान से अनुरोध करते हैं कि वे उनके देश को ऐसी स्थिति में ले जाएं जहां स्वतंत्रता का सर्वोत्तम तरीके से आनंद लिया जा सके। इसके लिए कवि अपने देशवासियों में कुछ गुण देखने की अपेक्षा रखता है। ये गुण हैं निर्भयता, गरिमा, ज्ञान, सत्यता, परिश्रम, तर्कसंगतता और व्यापक सोच। स्वतंत्रता का आनंद लेने के लिए ये सारे गुण अत्यंत आवश्यक हैं। बस आज इतना ही। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।